What's up, everyone? This is Meredith Michaels, and I have your Week 10 Bachelorette recap video. Hannah B and her 4 finalists, should have been 3, were in Greece for the fantasy suites. We started off the episode with Pete the pilot. Peter's been my pick since before the show even started, and it's looking pretty good because mystery solved. The person Hannah had sex in the windmill with is Mr. Peter the pilot. I don't know if I could have done anything in that little weird room. It was like no windows, this weird bed situation, but she sure did. Peter did admit that he is in love with her. However, it was really difficult for him to express that, and he also looked a little bit immature, like a schoolboy. Either way, they had sex, they're all over each other, and I think I may still be right that he is the finalist. Date number 2 went to Tyler C. They went and had a couples massage, and he was feeling all over Hannah, and Hannah admitted to him at dinner that she is a little concerned that their intellectual and emotional relationship has not caught up to their physical one. They have no problems whatsoever with their physical connection, so she warned Tyler, we can still forego our individual rooms and go to the fantasy suite, but she let him know right away, we need to talk all night long. Fast forward to the morning, they have a really sentimental goodbye, and she starts crying. I think she's crying because she knows he's not the one, and she doesn't want to break his heart because he is doing and saying all the right things. Tyler C is amazing. That brings us to date number 3 with Jed. Jed and Hannah spent some time with the Greek family, and the family was asking some questions, which made Hannah a little bit in an awkward situation of having to admit in front of Jed she hadn't made her mind up yet. This ticks Jed off because he's a narcissist and is only on there for his music career, and he has a girlfriend back home, and his family doesn't really care for Hannah, but he's gonna go, Hannah, we need to talk. So he takes Hannah over to the side and decides to pitch a fit. He demanded to understand why she still has Luke P here. Now, Bachelorette Nation, we're all like, why is Luke P still here? So I don't fault him for asking her, but how dare you, Jed, drag our lovely Bachelorette about keeping toxic people around when you, my friend, are the most toxic person on this show, because at least Luke P came on the show wanting to find love, not boost his stupid music career. The 4th and final fantasy suite date went to the villain of this season, Luke P. Also, ever since I saw a meme where Luke P was next to Sully from Monsters Inc., that's all I can see. So thanks to whoever started that. Luke P and Hannah went on a helicopter to Santorini. They had an amazing day date, but at dinner is where it all went down. She was wearing that pink jacket, so I knew it was time. Our Hannah fence jump moment is approaching. At dinner, Luke P says, hey, let's talk about sex. Then he busts out with he's been studying the book of Hebrews, how the marriage bed is supposed to be pure, and he starts questioning Hannah. Then he's like, if you have slept with any or all guys on this show at this point, I would remove myself. That set Hannah into a tailspin. For once, she finally started to see how Luke P will blurt out a bunch of stuff. He retracts it, flips it, gaslights you. So Hannah decides, you know what? My husband would never speak to me this way. I do not want to marry you. And she tells Luke it's time to go. So for the second time this season, because if you remember, she already kicked him off once, he got into the woods, did an about face, and came back. Homeboy is not leaving. He's sitting there, making it more and more difficult. Well, instead of backing down finally, Hannah was like, get up. As Hannah is kicking Luke off the show, this wind and this rain starts happening. It's like a movie. This is beautiful. Maybe that's the wind from the windmill. You know what I'm saying? They go out to the car. He's stalling again. I just don't think I can get into this car. This is my favorite line of the season. Hannah says to Luke P, guess what, pal? I think I can tell you something that's going to make you more than happy to get into that van. I had sex in a windmill. Twice. Twitter was like, the best tweets I've ever read. It is so worth the wait for this dramatic episode. And the irony is, Chris Harrison hasn't once said, in the most dramatic fantasy suite. And the best part, when he went to get in the vehicle, before he gets in, he goes, Hannah, may I pray for you? And she's like, no, I cannot believe it. So here's the problem. Luke P finally leaves. There's no rose ceremony last night, and then they show the preview for next week. And here comes Luke P back again. All the guys are standing there in their suits, and here comes Luke. He's not done yet. Luke, get a clue. He keeps coming back like a bad rash or an STD. I can't take it anymore. So the guys bow up on Luke in the preview. Luke's not backing down, which is infuriating. cheating. I am glad to see in the preview video, Hannah is clearly upset. She is shaking, she is ticked, and she starts to cry. So I do think she sticks to her guns and sends crazy Luke P home. I think Monday they will do the rose ceremony and then probably the men tell all. And then the following week, which is July 29th and 30th, will be a two-part finale where she chooses her finalist. And then I think that's where there's some weird breakup, and then night 2 will be all about the controversy. So I look forward to next week and we'll see what happens next. As always, thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Apparently I'm supposed to say that. Everybody says that. Please leave me your comments below. Let me know what you think, because I still think Peter has a shot, but unfortunately I feel like Tyler's going home and then Jed may be the winner. Ugh, I can't. Thanks for watching.